I'll never forget standing on the first tee with my brother and dad before we teed off. After 6 or 7 rounds of playing together at the same course, my brother sarcastically says, "Why are you playing with us here?" I had no idea why I couldn't play with him there that time. He said, "You're supposed to be playing from the red tees, the ladies' tee." There were men's tees and ladies' tees? I thought we just chose our favorite color. Hi, my name is Suzanne Wu. Whether you're a man, woman, or child, I want to help you avoid having this happen to you. You've decided that you want to play golf. Good for you. It's a great game and one that you can enjoy for years. I'd like to give you some tips today on how to get into the game and enjoy the entire experience that golf has to offer. In fact, your friends will want to play more with you after today. You might think the most important thing is being able to hit the ball long and to score low. That's just one part of being a golfer. There's an even more important part to being a golfer. That's being a golfer with knowledge of the etiquette, basic rules, and customs. Ask your friends who play. Would they enjoy playing with a good golfer who is rude and selfish on the course? Or would they prefer to play with a less experienced golfer, but one who is fun to play with and is a team player? What's rude behavior on the course? A guy who's on his cell phone and doesn't hit when it's his turn. Or a gal who doesn't help look for another player's ball when it's lost. No matter how well they can hit the ball, they're just not enjoyable to play with. The problem is, most people traditionally learn how to hit the golf ball only. They never learn the other part, what more experienced golfers consider the more important part. And that's the etiquette, basic rules, and customs of the game. If they do learn that part, they do so by osmosis, watching other players and trying to copy what they're doing. But what if they're watching golfers who are doing it the wrong way? Let's look at the traditional way of learning how to play golf. Phase 1. Desire to play. You decide that you want to play golf. Maybe your friends, family, and clients play, and you're feeling left out of the relationship building that occurs on the course. Or you can't play tennis any longer, and you want a sport that you can enjoy for years. Phase 2. Take golf lessons. You know you need to learn how to hit the ball, so you take golf lessons. You're not sure what you're looking at with different flag colors and targets. Your instructor uses terms that you don't know, and you don't understand what he's asking you to do. You've practiced, and you decided you're ready to go play a round of golf. Phase 3, you go to a golf course, or you're invited to play at someone's course with them. Without learning how to play with proper etiquette, knowledge of the rules, and the customs, you head to the course. It's a disaster. You offend others in your foursome because you have no idea how to play with etiquette and decorum. You tried to learn the most important part of golf by watching other players. But it's hit and miss, and it's impossible to know what you don't know. Phase 4, you're discouraged and quit golf. Because you lack basic information about the game, you may have been picking up bad vibes from other players who didn't enjoy playing with you. It's not about your score, but how you play the game. You may also have unreasonable expectations about your game and beat yourself up for not being a better golfer. All of these feelings cause you to quit the game. Months later, or even years later, you want to play again, but you go through the same cycle. But it's not your fault. It's time you break the cycle of discouragement and play the game with the new deal. Why should you listen to me? I've been playing golf since my last year in law school, which was more than 20 years ago. I needed to find something to talk about besides their legal issues, which my clients and prospects could relate to. I just didn't expect that my interest would go in another direction of enjoying hitting the golf ball more than the law books. I am now a business golf author, speaker, and coach. I've worked with businessmen and women on how they can add golf to their repertoire of business skills. These professionals come from different companies like Merrill Lynch, GE Money, Deloitte, Harris Bank, National Car Rental, and many others. I've written a successful book, which is a 5-star rating on Amazon, entitled On Course for Business. And I've been featured in articles in The Wall Street Journal, Los Angeles Times, Golf for Women magazine, BBC News Radio, and many others. I've had 3 separate holes in one, and I've been my club's ladies champion. More importantly for you, from all of my presentations and personal coaching, I've heard what stops people from truly enjoying the game. They hold so many inaccurate beliefs about their game and the game in general. The most common one is that they're not good enough to play. They think they need to hit the ball a long way or be able to break 100. 100 seems to be the magical score that most people seem to have as the score to beat. I'm going to let you in on a secret. The truth is, according to the National Golf Foundation, only 50% of the 26 million golfers ever break 100. So if you can't break 100, don't feel bad. There are 13 million of you. And the reality is, other golfers don't care if you can break 100. They're focused on their own games. But they will care if you disrupt their game and tempo. That's why I want to change how golf is taught and introduce the new deal to playing golf. Get strong mentally with information that will help you play the game with comfort and confidence. After you've done that, then you're ready to go take lessons and play the game. Imagine yourself with this new deal to playing golf. Phase 1, desire to play. You still want to play golf. Phase 2, educate yourself about the game. Learning golf is like traveling to a foreign country. Before you visit a foreign land, you'd likely read a travel guide to familiarize yourself with the language, the customs, and the etiquette. This helped you enjoy your trip. You should do the same for your golf game. There are golf terms, unspoken customs, and rules you should be aware of before you start to play. In the Get Into Golf videos, I'll be your guide, sharing with you what to do and not do on the course so you enjoy yourself on the course and want to play even more. Phase 3, take action with golf instruction. After watching the first part of the Get Into Golf videos, you're ready to find an instructor and take lessons. I've talked about the pros and cons of individual and group lessons. I've already described what you're going to see at the driving range. You've decided to take a series of group lessons. You go to the driving range and you feel confident because you know what you're looking at. I've defined the terms the instructor will likely say, so you're able to just focus on what the instructor is asking you to do. You're practicing and are able to hit the ball consistently. Phase 4, you're loving the game. While you're taking lessons, you continue to get my guidance. I've taken you on a tour of a golf course and introduced you to who works at a golf course. You're practicing at the range and we play a virtual hole together. I show you proper etiquette and the basic rules from tee to green. You ask some friends to play 9 holes with you. You have a fabulous time and your friends are encouraging. You realize that they may be better than you are as far as hitting the ball, but you understand how to play the game as well as they do. You continue to play and make new friends on the course. You can handle yourself on the course with confidence and can play with the pro regardless of the distance of your drives. Can you sense the difference in comfort, confidence, and preparedness that you'll have if you start the game with the new deal to playing golf? Starting to play the game this way gives you a host of advantages. You have confidence in your abilities to play the game. You focus on hitting the ball while having a comfortable understanding about everything that you see on the course. You feel self-assured about how to handle yourself with the pro shop staff, course marshals, and other playing partners. You have realistic expectations about your game and won't get easily discouraged. You'll want to stay in the game. Why should you start the game with this new deal to playing the game? I did it the old way, and believe me when I say it was painful. I remember when I went to the driving range to take group lessons. I had no idea what I was looking at. I saw flags at different distances. I didn't know what the different colors meant. Didn't know how far they were away, feet, yards. Then during the lesson, the instructor said, "Move your front foot back." Huh? I had no idea what he wanted me to do. Try this. Look down at your feet. Can you tell me which one is your front foot and front goes to the back? I felt like I was getting directions for the game of Twister. Almost 20 years later, I still remember that scene on the first tee with my brother and dad when my brother said, "You're supposed to be playing from the red tees, the ladies' tee." How was I supposed to know that the red tees were for women? And my brother forgot that I was his sister? I'm embarrassed to say that I thought we were just supposed to choose our favorite color. I've made all of these mistakes, and quite a few others, without even knowing I was doing something wrong. I want to help you not make the same mistakes. I want to guide you through the game and avoid these pitfalls. It's a horrible feeling to not know what you're looking at and what you're supposed to do. Even though I went with family who I thought would tell me nicely what to do, I still had wrong information. Let me help you make the game easier for you. My Get Into Golf videos are designed to do just that. Here's what you'll learn. A brief history of golf. I always thought the Scots discovered the game, but it may be the Chinese. The different golf organizations, who runs what each does, and why they're important to know. An outline of different type of golf courses, which should you want to play. A tour of a golf course and an introduction to the people who work there. The terminology of the game. How to find the best instructor for you and some lesson tips. Etiquette from tee to green. Basic golf rules you should know. Equipment terminology and tips on buying which will save you money. Scoring terminology and why a handicap is a good thing. How to stay in the game, and of course much more. After watching the Get Into Golf videos, you'll shortcut your learning curve and be excited to get onto the course. You'll be able to just focus on hitting the ball and enjoying the game. Don't take my word about whether I can help you play the game. Listen to what these folks have said. USA Today said, "I'm a golf guru who knows her stuff down to the finest details." Jan, a client and financial advisor, said, "If you've ever wanted to golf but felt like you didn't know enough about golf to do so, then this is the program for you." Watch the Get Into Golf videos. If you don't think you've gained one valuable piece of information, or I didn't fast track your understanding of the game, then write me and I'll send you your money back. No questions asked, and I'll give you 6 months to do so. By watching the Get Into Golf videos, I'll save you months of mistakes and doubts. You can watch the videos on your computer, iPad, iPhone, or other mobile devices. I've also prepared a manual for you to complete while watching the videos if you like. The videos will prevent you from feeling confused and discouraged. What would you be willing to pay to avoid such uncertainty and uncomfortable feelings? A round of golf at world-famous Pebble Beach is $475. If you went to Tiger Woods' swing coach Sean Foley for a golf lesson, an hour with him is $250. Or if you go to a local golf instructor today, the rate will probably be around $150 per hour. Your investment today for the Get Into Golf videos is only $47. Order today for this amazing opportunity to quick start your game. It's less than the cost of a round of golf at most courses. So click on the Add to Cart button below now. Take action now and click on to the button below. Thank you, and I'll see you on the other side.